Hey guys, Catering Installer here, back at you with another Goodwill bins video. So we do have a Goodwill bins in New Orleans now. This is a couple days ago as I'm actually recording this. That was a cool piece that I picked up, like a hummingbird and a stained glass thing. I'm not sure what I'm exactly going to do with it. I might just save it for a Whatnot show. A lot of this stuff is going to be on a Whatnot show coming soon to you. So make sure you go follow me on Whatnot if you are interested in any of these items. This is just some of the stuff I somewhat picked up. Some of it I didn't pick up. That little pony you saw right there, Gans, Luna, whatever that pony was only worth like 10 or 11 bucks. So I'm not going to pick something up that big to try and sell on a Whatnot for 3 bucks. Right there, you see that guy. He looked like Sully. That was not Sully. I also did put back a couple of those other items. I put back most of those board games. They were super heavy. I wound up spending $70 on this trip anyways, so I didn't want to spend too much more. That doll had a broken leg. It's not really worth anything anyways. I also put back the other doll I showed y'all in the clip, but I do find one item right here I actually pick up. This right here. I'm not sure exactly what the brand was, but it was vegetables. Colored carrots, basically. They're worth between $25 and $30 for that set of like dinner plate or dessert plates. So I decided to pick those up. This is just the Goodwill bins. I do pass on this squishmallow. Squishmallows really haven't been selling well for me, whether it be on Whatnot or on eBay. If I had a big following on Whatnot, they sell. Like you see some of the bigger sellers on Whatnot, they list them and they put them up on Whatnot. They sell for between 8 to 10 bucks. But at this point in my Whatnot career, I do not have that following, so I can't just run it like some people can and get 8 to 10 bucks. If that was the case, I would definitely be buying it. I'm also on a Star Wars raid train on Whatnot on May the 4th, so if you like Star Wars stuff, come over. I did not buy that book. Books are 99 cents a pound. Y'all probably can't see it there, but clothing is $1.89 a pound at the bins, 99 cents for everything else, basically. So clothing includes shoes, purses, hats, and clothes, obviously. This is all hard goods right here. I like to look at hard goods when it comes to looking at the bins. Bunch of glass and stuff. I did pick up 1 or 2 pieces. I debated this thing right here. At the garage sale, they had it at for like $1. It was going to cost more at the bins probably because of the weight of that thing. It was basically a globe for an oil lamp from what I could see. Here's another look at my next round of bins. That little guy, I did pick him up. Picked up that guy as well and the Angry Bird pig. There's some Lego in there as well. Unfortunately, I didn't have all the Lego. I put back the LSU shoes you see right there. I got the Merrills. I'll show that in the summary. That was a really cool old Mickey. Bought Blocks Fruit. That thing, I don't know what it is. I picked up some of those animated plushies. I have to test them to make sure they work first. I put back 1 or 2 of the Tiggers. I did pick up that, obviously. I'll always pick up video game stuff. That was just laying there on one of the rounds after everybody looked through it. I don't know why. I did pick up Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And Shoney's Bear is also up for auction on Whatnot. I got a little amiibo. I did pick up this Sanderson Sisters Squishmallow because it was small and didn't weigh much, and I think it has a little bit more of a premium. I put back this Naturalizer purse. Let me know if I should have picked it up or not. I don't think Naturalizer is a great brand or anything, so I did put back that purse. I'm going to show it right here. It wouldn't cost too much, but I don't know. Purses just aren't really my thing. I don't really know brands of purses, so I decided to put that one back in the bin. So, yeah. I think I'm going to throw it back right here, actually, and then maybe I'll show y'all some more stuff. There's one of the board games I put back. I kept 2 of those Riverboat board games. I put back most of them just because of the weight, and the sell-through rate really wasn't that great, so I don't want to pick up something like that if it weighs that much. Debated that right there, Little People Airplane. I just don't know if it has a premium without any little figures with it. It's probably not worth picking up. There were some boots there this day, but I feel like a lot of people avoided the boots, so maybe... when I looked at them and inspected them further, there were some scrapes and scuffs. I picked that guy up. Little slap bracelet octopus from Petting Zoo. Decided to pick him up. People seem to like them, and I'll run him on Whatnot for 2 or 3 bucks. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. The candle, I pass on the candle. Candles just aren't really worth much. There's the Tigger I did put back right there. Or I didn't pick up that Tigger right there. It's just really dirty, and it was supposed to be like a bouncing action Tigger. And those did have the batteries in them. Unfortunately, I did not bring a screwdriver on this day, so I couldn't really tell. I couldn't take the batteries out and not pay for them. So I bought one, I just opened it up, and it had corroded batteries in it. So I paid extra for corroded batteries. So if you go to the bins regularly, I do pick that guy up as well. You should probably be bringing some form of screwdriver to be able to, save some money there. Next clip, the last clip for this video. This is a bunch of books. This is a rotation that came out that I wasn't very happy about. Aladdin book. I'm just not a book fan. And this whole rotation right here was my indication to leave for the day on Tuesday. I'm probably putting this video out on Thursday. On Tuesday, that was the last bin. It was all books, media, no video games, nothing like that. Just books and media and DVDs. The other side was all clothing. So whenever it comes to seeing that, it doesn't excite me anymore. And at this bins, it's really hit or miss. Sometimes you can have all clothing, which is really bad, or hard goods and clothing. I've never seen it where it's all hard goods. There's always clothing involved in the Goodwill bins at this location, at least. So yeah, this is, and CDs. There were some CDs as well. I just didn't feel like piddling around looking for them. So just showing y'all some of the stuff that's at the bins. That was a sealed CD, but it was just a random Christmas CD, so I don't think it had much value to it. Disney Parks Cruise Lines. I looked it up, is only worth like $8, so not worth picking up in my opinion. Whether to be sell on eBay or whatnot. For me, media sits on whatnot for a while, so I'm not going to pick it up unless it's a really nice Blu-ray steelbook or something along those lines. I will pick up video games, obviously. Sometimes video games are mixed in here. I did pick up 3 or 4 video games. I don't think I showed them in the clip, so maybe I'll show them in the summary, which will be coming up in about 20 seconds. So yeah, thank y'all for looking at this. If y'all like this video, let me know. Obviously, I'm going to come back with a summary showing y'all some of the stuff I found. Not all of it, but some of the stuff I found. So yeah, let's cut to that summary, and I will go over nothing that's sold yet, obviously, because I'm putting this out right after I filmed the video. But yeah, let's go to the summary, and I'll show you some of the items that I found at the bins on this day. So I'm trying to film this on my phone instead of the GoPro. We'll see how it goes. It might be a little bit of a wider lens than y'all are used to, but either way, here's some of the stuff I found at the Goodwill bins on Tuesday. Today is Thursday as I am filming this, putting out the video. So I might try and get into that routine of putting out some Goodwill bins videos for y'all. It's a bunch of random stuff. You just never know what you're going to find. First, this little guy right here. Got to remember where the camera is on this thing. It's not right in front of me like the GoPro. Like, this is Dragon Ball Z Gohan, I think. Super Saiyan Gohan of some kind. I'm probably going to run him on Whatnot. I got to look up a little bit more to see, like, I don't want to start him, if he's worth like $50, I don't want to start him out on Whatnot for $2 or $3 because he's going to sell for that. Could start him at like $10 and then do that. But yeah, that's one item I found. I did mention I would show y'all the video games. Nothing too great. This one's actually worth a little bit. Pirates Plundar. This thing's worth around 14 or $15, so this one's the good game. The other ones I just picked up because they are games. Bass Pro Shops The Strike. 1 Minute Solutions and Knockout Buddy. There's one of these that sold for like $30 for no reason at all. I don't know why it sold for that much. And then we got Wii, Ski, and Snowboard. So those 4 games. Might run these on the, if I ever get invited, or if I ever request to be on the Primetime Spotlight that Paul Philly Flipper does. Might save some Wii games for that and run them on there. Another interesting item was this Mickey Mouse candle. It is very vintage. Walt Disney Productions, made in Hong Kong. Monogram, Largo, Florida, maybe. I don't know. You can't see the whole thing. Where's the camera? Camera's right there. There we go. That. I don't really know, but it'll be running on Whatnot. Yeah, by the time this video comes out, it'll probably, I might have already done the show, but make sure you go follow me on Whatnot, because it might be not. These are some items that are probably going on eBay, but I wanted to show them to y'all anyways, because obviously y'all are probably watching me more for eBay content than Whatnot content. So I'm going to try and mix in both. These boots right here are Vibram. I think it was McRae was the brand on these. Gore-Tex. These are for military related. McRae footwear, size 8R. These are worth around 50 or $60. They do weigh a little bit, so they probably cost me $4 or $5. But that's still cheaper than Goodwill would give them to you for. I don't know if it had it. I don't think it had a Goodwill sticker on it. But yeah. Next up was this purse right here. It's a cool purse. This will probably actually run on Whatnot. Claudia Firens. F-I-R-E-N-Z-E. Firens. It's like a little, the magnet folds over. I know it's actually a clip, but that's the purse right there. It's pretty clean overall. Yeah, Claudia Firens, and then it clips like this. So yeah, an orange purse in overall really good condition. Still has the spot for the tags, although they don't have the tags anymore. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Cool item to run on Whatnot for, you know, not super cheap, but cheap enough that someone will enjoy it. One clothing item for today from the Goodwill bins. I don't think I actually showed it in any of the clips, but this Harlem Globetrotters 22 jersey, the original Harlem Globetrotters. Somebody left this in the bin. I don't see any stains on it, so I'm not sure why. I just happened to see it because someone left it there in the bin. I did not steal it. It was sitting in the bin. It's XXL size, so really cool Harlem Globetrotters jersey. 22 was Curly Holman. I don't know if that's correlates still or not. These are all the clothing items I got. So these are probably all eBay items, except for maybe the purse. This cool little jester hat right here, New Orleans Forever Collectible. So it's a New Orleans Saints themed item. It is branded NFL, so Forever Collectibles is a subsidiary. They do NFL stuff. So yeah, this little jester hat. And then the other item for probably for eBay, these are Merrell shoes. They're in very good condition. You can see the bottoms of them, very good condition. Another Vibram shoe, which I think means like slip resistant of some kind. But yeah, some Merrells. Their size like 7 or 8, so same size as the other boots. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. It's gonna be a shorter video, about 12 minutes, 12 or 13 minutes, depending on how long I talk here. But yeah, like I said, let me know what y'all think about the Goodwill bins videos. They're easier for me to film because you find a decent amount of stuff. I spent $70 on this day. The reason I spent $70, I don't have it right here to show y'all, but I found a Roomba vacuum. Y'all saw it in the clip. Roomba 690 vacuum. That thing probably weighs 5 or 6 pounds. So that's probably it. I don't know how much it weighs, but it weighs a lot. I shouldn't have picked it up. I realize that now. Same with those Riverboat board games. I probably paid more for them than they cost originally at Goodwill. They probably originally cost $3 or $4.99. I probably paid close to that with the weight of them. So I gotta be conscious of the weight of the items. They do give you a spot where you can go weigh all your stuff, so I should have done that. I also picked up a Magnavox 8-track player. And with like 7 or 8 tracks in there. So that was interesting. I don't think it works, unfortunately, but it was so cool I just couldn't pass it up. I should have passed it up, but I plugged it in. It sounded like it was, moving parts in there were actually moving, but it didn't light up the display. So I don't know what's going on. I need to try and plug it in again, I guess, and press buttons and see if I can get it to work. But probably shouldn't have picked it up without knowing that it works. But yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite item that I picked up. Mine's going to be, although it's not really worth much, the Mickey candle with the camera is really cool. I don't think it's a candle you're actually going to ever use, but it's a Mickey candle. So hopefully that'll sell on Whatnot in the coming days. So yeah, thanks for watching.